In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Hello and welcome, GilderGames. We're on episode 1 of MediEvil. We're going to be doing 1 level per episode, and as well there are these chalices that we collect. There are 20 of them, and we're going to get them all. As well, we're going to be reading as much of the text as possible. Alright, let's begin.
It has risen again, Sir Daniel Fortescue, see? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Alright, so before we begin, we're going to put the analog on so we can use the joysticks. And we're going to press start here. Get into this menu. Alright, and we are going to go down into controls, the control options, and button layout. We're going to go for number 3, and walk and run toggle, we turn that off. Alright, so now we can walk around with the joystick, and these books we're going to read as many as we can. When you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone and place it in the ornate hands set next to the doorway. Alright, and we are going to get this. So we found a small sword. You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease of life. Alright, and yeah, we can run if we can run about with the joystick as well. Alright, and we want to read this. To do a power attack, press and hold the square button on the controller for a second or 2 and then release it. So we hold the square button and we'll do a charged up attack like that. Alright, we found the star rune. And feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go in for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition. So yeah, we can get in this water, but we're not going to drown or anything. We can jump out of there, and we are going to pick up 10 coins there. That's how much those are worth. Any treasure that you find will go into your coin score displayed in the top right of your display. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles. And we're going to hit that chest and it's going to explode, and we found the copper shield so we can block with circle. So that's going to come in handy when we're in combat. Alright, we're just going to run this way. Ooh, yep, and we want to read this. So, during your travels through the world of Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To look at your inventory, press the select button on the controller. Alright, so yeah, we have the small sword and copper shield with 150 points of health. We have a star rune, and we have an arm. We can use our arm as a weapon. We can also throw it and it will return to us. Alright, and we can use the camera buttons, the L2 and R2 button, our camera. And we found throwing daggers, but what we are going to do is equip the sword and the copper shield. And we're going to get a life ball. And we're going to use the star rune there, so you just walk up to those. If you have the rune, it just automatically uses it. Run up these steps. And track down Zarok by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Galamir. You must spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime. Alright, and we can leave now. Alright, so that does actually count as an episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. And we're going to choose number 1. And we're going to save over this one. We're going to overwrite it. Alright, I've been GilderGames. Thanks for watching and goodbye.